With 2019 behind us, 2020 is already testing how we work together to address critical challenges at home and across borders. Support for international cooperation hangs in the balance at precisely the moment when robust collaboration is needed most. From promoting climate change and sustainability to averting conflict within and between the nations to confronting the systematic forces that create unequal societies, in 2020 we must answer the question: how resolved are we to confront the challenges and embrace the opportunities ahead, and what is needed to do so? Climate action accelerated. The past decade has been the warmest in recorded history. Deadly wildfires, including those affecting Australia, hurricanes, extreme weather events, and the climate influenced migration and hunger in many parts of the world, are now regular occurrences. Ice caps are melting, sea levels are rising, and the very survival of the national islands is being threatened. Indeed, our entire ecosystem is at risk. 1 million animal and plant species may be extinct within years, the largest scale ecological loss human has ever witnessed, and a mounting global movement of youth impatient for change is pushing climate protection into global consciousness like never before. We have a decade to significantly curb carbon emissions and avoid this catastrophe. Because of the years of delayed actions, we faced and we face an even more pressing mandate. We need to have global emissions by 2030, but the emissions gap between what is needed and our current commitments is significant. The UN's Climate Action Summit last year set a roadmap for action, and the UN Secretary General continues to serve as a moral compass, pushing countries and other actors to do more. Now, if we do not change course by 2020, we risk missing the point where we can avoid runaway climate change and disastrous consequences for people and all the natural systems that sustain us. And the 2019 United Nations Climate Change Conference in Madrid, which is called the COP26, did not send a strong signal of positive intent. In 2020, we must decarbonize large swaths of the economy, shift financial flows, protect ecosystems, and adapt for the future. We need all countries and especially leading economies to sign off this year on bolder commitments and actions. This also means generating robust international agreement on biodiversity at the UN Biodiversity Conference in October 2020. Such an agreement must protect and preserve our natural environment, support individual actions, and encourage strong and diverse leadership for the private sector, regional governments and bodies, and the civil society organizations. It also means focusing on the social dimensions of climate change, including the gender and the health. Individuals, including the younger generation and tomorrow's leaders, are taking to the streets to push for climate actions like never before. Public opinion is shifting. The problems of today, such as drought, forest fires, and flooding, will only be magnified by climate change. In Nepal, changes in monsoon patterns will greatly exacerbate the situation of unacceptable presence of poverty and inequalities of opportunities in the country. While many Nepalese people are coping autonomously to current stresses, the state must design and implement effective strategies to adapt the climate change impact to achieve economic and both social progress. The discussion above demonstrates that climate change is the complex problem in the whole world along with Nepal too, and raises more questions that provides answers. Uncertainty is high and models do not tell us specifically what is likely to happen. However, uncertainty about what the impact will be does not mean that we should not do anything. What are the possibilities for the adaptation? Who decides how to adopt and how the decision should be made? How are the perspectives of the affected and those who are already making autonomous decisions included? What can the government do in terms of the planned adaptation? Answers are not easy because every group in every community right across Nepal has its own set of vulnerabilities. In addition, since the vulnerability is dynamic, those sets of vulnerabilities will alter as climate change begins to impact the interlinkages among livelihood systems, water management, disaster risk reduction, agriculture, forestry, and the financial instruments. The message from the creator. So, guys, we have already made across 3 videos and more than 40 plus views in 3 days. So, this kid right here making these videos does not want to harm any political views or any social views. Though, what I learned throughout my life, I want to pass those educations and those literatures to everyone among the YouTube viewers. So the main point of uploading these videos are not to stress any of the groups, not point out any mistakes of any of the groups prevailing in our society. It's just to aware about the happenings all across the world and to promote education for all. Thank you. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe. It's not mandatory. And also, if you like the videos, support and show your love in the comment box below. Thank you for the views till date and hope I will be improving through your love day and again. Thank you.